Hey everybody, it's Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. So we're planting all the time. Every action that we take plants a little seed that starts to grow. Our life's path becomes a real garden or even an entire farm. At times we take a break to sit on the farmer's porch with a cool glass of lemonade to reflect on our work. So what do we really see? Well, there are some farmers that actually put the glass down and take a walk through the farm to stop and notice the details. Walking up and down the aisles, there are many things to admire, yet also things that need more work. The diligent take notes. One section looks a bit out of color, maybe a call for more fertilizer. Another looks droopy, definitely in need of more water. Now, as the diligent farmer finds the major flaws, he thinks to himself, if this is the obvious, what about other smaller, harder to find problems that there might be? He makes it into a game to hunt down the evil. At what far outskirts of his farm is there a disease creeping in? And how does he not only stop it, but more importantly, prevent it from happening again? This type of farmer is always working at it, always thinking, always planning, always strategizing. He's the one that quietly believes in himself and his abilities to stay out in front of the challenges that he knows the farm will offer. Then there's the other type of seed farmer, the one who starts with a flash and a bang. He'll catch and beat the rest of the pack in record time, he says. He'll harvest the greatest yield and envisions himself as the envy of the rest. In no time at all, he'll be on top. He might even sell the whole thing to the highest bidder and retire early. Won't it be nice? Things are going so well that some days he gets a late start. He delegates all the seed planting to his team and figures they'll get it right or close enough. When questioned, he counters that his yield is just fine in spite of the evidence to the contrary. He barks a bit and jumps down off the porch to reclaim his field, but a quick walk around reveals the ugly truth. His farm is overrun with weeds and the crop has been choked off. What was once going to be a fantastic run is now a disaster. To avoid a complete loss, the farmer sells the whole farm for a loss and quietly slips away. He comforts himself by blaming the weather and the circumstances of a changing economy. After all, how in the world could he be to blame for such unforeseen circumstances? You see, the key to any farm is that regardless of the farmer at the start, we all start with a batch of seeds that are mixed with good and bad. There is no way around it. The key becomes the diligence of the farmer and his willingness to pay attention. Farming your life is hard work, and if you don't pay constant attention, you'll eventually be overrun by the weeds. Hey, this is Danny Griffin reminding you to think and thrive with this Monday Mojo. Get out there, take a look at your farm, and make sure the seeds that you're planting aren't all turning to weeds. If you like these Mojos, do me a favor and share them along socially. And also, anybody that wants to make a comment, I'll jump in and reply personally. I appreciate your interest in this, and I'll see you next week on Monday Mojo, brought to you by freethinkingtools.com.